book besties? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Delaney if you are new here, and let's chat about my outrageously huge and entirely unrealistic October TBR. I do this every fall season. I get a little bit too excited about the cozy reading vibes and I just throw every cozy book onto one monthly TBR and entirely overwhelm myself, but we're not putting pressure on it. These are just the books on my radar for October. Since there are a ton of books to talk about, let's just jump right in. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet. I won't have a ton to say about these books because I haven't read them yet, so shouldn't be yapping for too long. Those are my famous last words because I can yap about books anytime, any place, anywhere. Doesn't matter if I've read them or not, I will just continue talking about them, but I'm going to do my best to keep it short and sweet for you guys. First, I have Riding the High, and this is the second book in a series that I started 2 months ago on my trip to Mexico, and it's just like a fun, what is the series even called? Silver Pines, a Silver Pines novel is what it says. So I believe this is book 2, and I'm very excited to continue the series. It was a good, just like fluffy filler book. It was nothing earth-shattering, nothing super memorable, but it was enjoyable enough to read, and it kind of has like Elsie Silver, Lila Sage-ish vibes. It's just like spicy cowboy small town romance. So really fun to read and just perfect to kind of mix in and have a filler book. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is the third book. This is not the one I want. Training the Heart is on my TBR. Actually, plot twist. Maybe both of them. Maybe both of them if I'm really ambitious. Training the Heart is definitely book 2. It says it's a steamy cowboy romance where a grumpy ranch owner and a sunny horse trainer must learn to work together. Cool. I didn't even know what book I was trying to read. Awesome. We're off to a really great start. Anywho, next I have The Heartbreak Hotel. This was my book of the month pick in September, I believe, and it sounds really good. It says a bed and breakfast for the brokenhearted might hold the key to another chance at love in this achingly hopeful debut romance. So sounds fun. It sounds like just a good, again, kind of just like a fun standalone romance. It's just over 300 pages, so kind of short and sweet, and I'm very excited. I feel like book of the month books, I have like this immediate level of trust in their selection, so you can't go wrong. And the cover, absolutely stunning. It is entirely what sold me on the book, and yeah, I'm excited. All right, here is where I just threw a bunch of fall romances onto my TBR and called it good, and I'm just gonna pick from them as I go. I have Love at First Fright, which is a paranormal romance, I believe. In this spicy paranormal age gap romance, a successful author whose novel is being adapted into a movie clashes with the actor cast as the male lead, all in a cozy mansion filled with friendly ghosts. Could be fun. I feel like this is a book where if you're going to read it, you have to read it in October or you just can't read it at all. So it deserves a place on the October TBR. We shall see if I actually get to it. Then I have It's Different This Time. This is a second chance romance set in New York City, which is just the perfect fall book in my eyes. It says, in this sweeping second chance romance, a twist of fate forces two former roommates back into their beloved New York City brownstone, where they must confront the events that led to their estrangement and the unresolved feelings lingering between them. Oh my gosh, the author has worked for Reese's Book Club, the Walt Disney Company, the Ellen DeGeneres Show, Netflix, and Paramount. That's so cool. Okay, yeah, I'm excited to read this. It also has really good reviews so far on Goodreads. Then I have Crazy Spooky Love. This is by Josie Silver, and I've read her like fun, fluffy, Christmassy, like winter romances, but never read a fall or just like any other book by her ever, honestly. But it says, ghosts and spirits are business as usual, but love might be just enough to scare Melody Bittersweet. So again, another book where like if you're going to read it, it simply has to be read in October, and it looks really short. It's like not even 300 pages, so this should be pretty easy to get to if I decide to read it. Then I have, oh my gosh. Then I have Rare Blend, which I actually want to prioritize a little bit more because one of my best friends who I share almost all my book opinions with really loves this book, and it looks just perfect for the fall time and it sounds really good. I think it's like a city girl moves to a small town and has like the grumpy sunshine type of vibe. I don't totally know. It says a spicy small town romance, so honestly, what more could a girl ask for in the fall? I am excited to read this. I really, really am. And something about the font in this book, like the size and the font, is just really satisfying. So this will be a physical read, and I'm excited about that. Then I have Fall I Want, which just like screams fall as well. The cover is really cute. I will say these like cheesy fall covers make me a little nervous after reading A Pumpkin Spice Cafe because I hated that book and it looked so cozy and so cute and so promising, and then it was just atrocious. So I am a little bit nervous about falling for the covers for cozy fall books, but hopefully it won't be the same issue. Oh, this sounds cheesy. All I want is a feel-good, spicy, small-town romantic comedy with a billionaire who falls first and harder. Grab a pumpkin spice latte, a warm fuzzy blanket, and make your way down to Cozy Creek. I mean, that sounds nice in theory. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. Okay, back to like the normal TBR of books that I really want to read that I didn't just throw in there because they seemed fall-ish. I have Broken Harbor, and I've been putting this off for way too long. It's the third book in Sparrow Falls, and I'm loving that series. It's a romantic suspense series, and I have absolutely loved both the books I've read so far. I don't know why I keep pushing this down the TBR. It just keeps getting knocked down, and I'm like, I'm gonna read it next, and then I pick up another book, and I don't know why I do it. I really don't know, but October is the month. Mark my words. Then I have Behind the Net, and it feels like it is finally the time of year for hockey romances, and I have 3 books in this series, and I've heard kind of mixed things about the series as a whole, but the first book in particular, so we're gonna see how it goes. I don't know entirely what it's about besides hockey, so I think it's just like a spicy sports romance. I'm hoping it's adult and not young adult. That's the only thing. Okay, yes, it sounds like it's an adult romance, but they met in high school. She had a crush on this hockey player in high school, but now they're adults. That's okay. I can do that. I don't like young adult sports romances. I really, really don't. Then I have Conform, and this doesn't come out until October 14th, but Penguin Random House sent me a copy of it, and it sounds really, really good. I'm kind of in my fantasy era, and I want to lean into that through the fall. This is a debut novel. I think it's going to be a trilogy, and it's a dystopian fantasy. I don't know anything other than that, but I don't know why the cover kind of spoke to me. And then reading the blurb, I was like, hey, I think I could actually get into this. So I'm pretty excited, not gonna lie. Other fantasy, I have Once Upon a Broken Heart. I've been wanting to read this for a while now. I read the Carvel series solely so I could read this series, and then I've been putting it off forever. But October is the month. I am going to be buddy reading this with one of my best friends. So that is like the added level of accountability. I will be getting to it, I promise, and I'm excited about it. Oh my gosh, before I forget, because I forgot when I was filming my TikTok for my TBR, I'll be reading Not Quite Dead Yet for my Patreon book club. I think this is the only thriller on my TBR for October, to be totally honest. I might add other like filler thriller? Yep. I might add other thrillers into the mix as like filler books. I can't say it now because I sound like Dr. Seuss. Anyways, I might throw other fillers into the mix. No, thrillers. Okay. I might read other thrillers through the month. That's all I'm trying to say. But we're reading that in my Patreon if you want to join us. That's really all I was getting at. I don't know why I had to make it so hard. Then I have a memoir, and that is You Want to Be on Top. It is a memoir about America's Next Top Model. It says a memoir of makeovers, manipulation, and not becoming America's Next Top Model. I grew up watching America's Next Top Model, and in hindsight, really just a toxic and kind of awful show. So I'm excited to read about the behind the scenes, honestly. Lastly, I have The Echo of Old Books. I'm excited because this is on Kindle Unlimited with the audio included, which is just chef's kiss, a little bonus there. It is like magical realism, I believe, and super bookish. It looks super duper cozy and just like the perfect comforting read for October. I'm very excited about this. My sister gave it to me for my birthday in July, and I've been thinking about it ever since. So I feel like October's the month. It has kind of like that vibe. All right, you guys, that was my outrageously huge and very unrealistic October TBR. Leave a comment down below while you're here telling me the book that you are most excited to read in October. And if you are reading, by chance, any of the books that I am, let me know. But that is all for today's video. I feel like I did a good job keeping it kind of short and sweet. We're gonna wrap it up here. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos, fun reading vlogs, wrap-ups, all that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, book besties.